comfortable. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima. I live in New York City. I create content around fashion, beauty, lifestyle, travel, and the MCAT because I am studying for that right now in a little hiatus break, but whatever. We'll talk about that in a different video. So if you like that sort of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video, but also like stay for this video. Anywho, so today I'm doing something different. I'm going to be going to some museums. It's the first weekend of September, so it's September 5th, no 4th, September 4th, Saturday, September 4th, pretty early in the day, and I'm going to be going to some museums, but I don't know, I feel like, I don't know if you know this, I don't know if I've like really touched on this in more recent videos or if it's a vibe I give off, but I definitely long for a world where we're less connected. I long for just like disconnecting a lot. So today I'm going to be doing something that I don't know if I've ever done intentionally. I don't know I can't think of in my adulthood other than when I was a child, because we've had cell phones forever. That's a hint, that I've done this, but I'm going to leave my phone at home and just go out into the day. Bank of America does this thing where it gives you free access to museums in your city, so check that out on the first weekend of every month. It's like this culture program that they have. So a few museums around where I live, Museum Mile, museums that I haven't seen and I've lived here for so long, so I'm like, this is on my bucket list to do. So I'm gonna hit those. I'm gonna hit Museo del Barrio and the Jewish Museum. Why am I struggling to speak? And then I'm going to also go and maybe see the Met, depending on the time, but museums are really about filming in there, so I'll try to film, but I don't know how well it's going to be, especially now because I'm not taking my phone with me. I'm just going to leave it at home and just go live life without my phone. Like the physicality of carrying a phone, when was the last time you didn't do that intentionally? Because I feel like when you forget your phone, you feel like all out of whack and just like, ugh, like something is missing. And so I thought I'm going to do that intentionally to myself and just feel disconnected. Also, I just need to disconnect for various other reasons, but we're not going to talk about that. Oh, let me know down below when's the last time you spent like a day or several hours or a good chunk of time without your phone intentionally, like actually without it physically, rather than just like, you know, having it on airplane mode and all that stuff, because I do that, try to do that regularly, you know, but this is a little bit different. I'm a little nervous. I'm like, oh my god, how about if I need it? How about if there's an emergency? All these things. I'm like, but I'm in New York City. I'll figure it out. Here is the fit. These cargo pants are from C'est Bon, which is my cousin's brand. So proud of him. This corset is vintage from Mode Meat. Look, just, I love a good corset. I just, oh gosh, you guys. Sometimes I feel like I feel like I was born in the wrong era, but then I remember I'm a black person, and this is the only era, a black woman at that, a black Muslim woman at that, and this is the era where I have the most freedom. So I'm lucky to have been born in this era, because any era before this I had even less freedom. Anyway, so this is the fit, and I'm gonna put a blazer on it, and then I'll show you guys that before I leave. But yeah, this is very like fashion, like mix of just, you know, like different styles, like super girly, just Victorian fitted vibes, and then like super streetwear, menswear, definitely menswear pant. All right, so this is the full outfit. So I just decided to put these New Balance sneakers on because I want to be comfortable. I tightened this belt from Zara over this thrifted blazer, just to give, you know, shape. Big up here, waist still big, and then my mask, I forget where it's from, but I'm just wearing these glasses. Also, I'm carrying this bag. Just also a fun fact, I've been obsessed with Good Trouble, and I've been watching that pretty much all the time. So yeah, let's go to the Museo del Barrio. phone free day. Here we go. So one of the things I've immediately noticed is as soon as I walked out, I was already reaching into my pockets to pull out like my headphones to put them in. Because first of all, I feel like it gives you a reason not to talk to people, because sometimes people try to talk to you on the street. And I like to listen to things when I'm walking because it makes me feel time, or helps me feel time and space. And probably because it allows me to not be alone a little bit more. You feel like you're around people and you're doing something, so you're not attracting attention to the fact that you're alone. But can't do that today because I don't have my phone and I didn't bring an iPod or anything, so it's really just me. So we've arrived at the Museo del Barrio. For a second I thought it was closed because this here, but I think you just have to walk around instead. So I just had my first mishap. Proof of vaccination is needed. Obviously my proof of vaccination is all on my phone, so I have to go run back to my apartment. Thank God I'm choosing something that's super close by. So I'm gonna run back and get it. But they seemed really nice. I told the guy, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, like I've been trying to do a no phone day. And he's like, oh, I respect that. And I was like, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find my vaccine card, which I'm like, where is it? Oh, it's underneath a bunch of stuff for me because I hid it from myself because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, today I'm gonna have to carry it because I'm sticking to this no phone day. It's just so interesting to think about how used to having our phones we are that we don't even think about like all the ways in which we use it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get some Joe and the Juice. I can just order it as I was walking, and then I was like, oh fudge, I can't actually do that. So eek, but I don't mind walking. It's a beautiful day. It's a lot warmer than I thought it would be, but thank God I run cold, so it doesn't matter. Vaccine card has been secured. So back into my shoes I go, and out the door I go. Battery's dying, and I thought I put in extra ones in my bag, but I didn't, so I have to go back. But I'm pretty much done with this museum. This is such a beautiful painting, or a beautiful work of art. When you get closer, it gets just so much more detailed when you see the things that you didn't think you were seeing. It's super cool. So guys, I just finished at Museo del Barrio, and they let me know that this pin will get me into the Museum of the City of New York, which is right across the street. So I think I'm gonna go there as well. But I haven't eaten today and it's almost 3. And I'm like, maybe I should go get something to put in my system and then come back to this museum. I don't know. What do you guys think? This was an unplanned museum, so I don't know. Still feels weird to not be documenting any of this on my phone, but it feels good, like a good weird. I'm liking it. I love that exhibit. There were a few artists that I was like, ooh, this is super cool. It helped me practice my Spanish because I forced myself to read a lot of the descriptions in Spanish. There were a lot of like artists from LA who still live there or who were born there. So it felt like a connection, or like SoCal, a connection to home a little bit. There was this one piece about like food and us taking pictures of food, and how it's like remembrance, especially in certain cultures. Like you kind of remember your parents making food, or your grandparents, how the food is eaten, the ritual around like actual eating of certain meals, what you were encouraged to do, what you weren't encouraged to do, what people like senior in the family were able to do and what they weren't able to do, and how your relationships to that changes as you like grow older and change. And I feel that hardcore, like definitely like my relationship with food and thinking about like my mom and, you know, like her making food, and how those are like sweet memories to me now. And I may not have seen it like that as a kid, and just like being excited to come home to a certain meal, or the ability of our like parents to like salvage things. Yeah, and also just like the freshness of food from where he was from. Like before, like being able to smell like sweet food before you even like cut into it, which I don't think is really a thing in the US, because everything is so like overproduced and commercialized now. But yeah, anyway, one of my favorite pieces of art in that space. I like that. I'm so glad I'm doing this. All these museums I've wanted to go to and haven't. So the plan is, let's do this museum of New York. I'm thinking I'm not gonna stay that long here, and I'll go get something, and then I'll hit the other museum I haven't been to, and then decide if I'm gonna go to the Met or not. But yeah, let's do this. Also, the Museum of the City of New York is where they filmed Gossip Girl. Fun fact, the new Gossip Girl. And so whenever I'm doing my night walks and I walk by here, I'm like, and they're filming, I'm like, is this Gossip Girl? Is it? Is it? Let me know. Let me be an extra, please. I just left the Museum of the City of New York. It was super cool. I didn't leave because I was ready to leave necessarily, but I'm feeling pretty like drained because I haven't eaten, and it's almost it's almost 4 p.m. So I'm gonna go get a smoothie or a shake from Joe and the Juice, and then decide maybe if I'm gonna come back here or if I'm gonna go straight to the Jewish Museum. But yeah, I was like, this is only gonna get worse, so I should go get some food in my system. But walking this way, I'm going closer to the Jewish Museum. But I'm like, since I already started there, I should try and see everything I can. Also, my battery's dying again, which is so weird because I just changed it to a fully charged one. Wonderful. Anyway, let's go get some Joe and the Juice. Still feeling free and glad about my decision to leave my phone at home today. So let this be an endorsement for you to try it. I'm always fascinated by these dedications I see on benches in New York City, and always think about those people and their stories. I decided to come sit in Central Park for a little bit because I've never sat in the park without my phone. I've ran in the park without my phone because whenever I go on runs, I don't bring my phone. I bring my iPod though. So I am disconnected, but I'm running. This was such a good decision. It tastes so good. I made the right decision in doing this.
to maximize my potential time away from my phone, I'm just gonna go to the Jewish Museum from here because this battery's dying, and I'll catch whatever I can, but if it does die, know that I tried. Finished up at the Jewish Museum. It was actually pretty interesting. I learned a lot. Camera is still dying, so I'm just trying to figure out what I want to have for dinner. Maybe I want to get something and just like walk home with it. Maybe not, I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. And then talk to you guys later. I'm really feeling Thai. Yeah, and also in the museum I found that I was actually able to like just like not be in my head as much. The most not in my head I've been all day, so okay. I am back home. I think we've successfully reached about 6 hours outside, or 6 hours off the phone. I'm so glad. So I'm actually not sure where the last clips cut off, but I'm home. I'm going to change now and go eat. I'm really thankful to have had that like checkout day, or checkout like half a day or so. It was like 6 hours, so a good portion. It was such a good decision. Definitely recommend it. If you've been looking to disconnect, just try leaving your phone at home. I don't know if this is something that people already do, and this is not really a big deal for some people. For me it is. I don't know the last time I left my phone at home, so I hope that if you're one of those people that this encourages you to do that. I'm gonna try and do this more often. And I saw so many museums that I like, all museums that I've never been to, which is also great. And I like that I'm checking off like things I've wanted to do. It feels good. I like completing things. I've been on this completing things kick because I feel like with the MCAT and stuff I haven't reached my goal and I feel stunted. So I think I've been trying to fill that void with other things, and this is probably a manifestation of that if I'm being honest, but yeah. Oh, and then the exhibit at the Jewish Museum was with Freud's daughter. It was kind of a mind fudge, but that's what you'd expect with Freud. There was a lot of like juxtaposition, not even juxtaposition, actually like parallel comparisons of like something that his daughter said, something that Freud said. Lots of stuff about anger towards moms and dads and abstractish art. Something that like I guess stuck with me because I still remember it right now was the idea of like birth being like a separation, like you're being pulled away from something, which I'd never thought about that, but I guess you are legitimately being cut from your mother, but like separation in a negative way is like how she was describing it in some of her work, which I thought was interesting. I'd never really thought of that way. Yeah, so if you're in New York, go ahead and check both those museums, all three of those museums out. Museo del Barrio, the Jewish Museum, and the Museum of the City of New York, which I'm definitely gonna go back to because I didn't see most of it because I got hungry. Actually I was getting a little, you know, like I wasn't gonna stand well soon, so I left again. I just wanted to show you, I just got this Reformation Reed dress from Poshmark. I think it would have been better if it fit like this, more just fitted up here. I still think it looks good, but I just bought this because I saw it in a Jessica Clements video and she was like, oh, if I was packing like capsule style for a trip, and I was like, this is the perfect dress. Like I could throw on a pair of heels with this and go for a night out. Throw on like a shirt and this and some sneakers for a day, you know, just super chill, super easy. It's linen. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take this off now and throw it in the wash.
Every time I see you, I'm run it up, run it up. Yes, sir.
So I just finished an episode, or the season of Sweet Life, this new show about a young black friend group in LA, just like living life, chasing dreams. It's cool. It's a cool reality. It's a reality show. Yeah, it is what it is. But it's produced by Issa Rae, which is why I wanted to watch it. And it's LA. It's black people doing their thing around our age. So, you know, I'm always here for that. Anyway, I've really enjoyed it. I just finished it, and I wanted to. There's like a moth. What the frick in our apartment? That's why I'm distracted. Oh Lord. I hope it's a moth and not a mosquito or something. I don't know how these things get in here. Anyway, I just wanted to end this vlog here. One, say take this as your opportunity to disconnect. If you need to decide to disconnect, this is it. Take some time. It's good for the brain, good for the mind, and I will see you guys in the next video. Send you guys lots of love, laughter, and positivity because you absolutely deserve it. And I'll see you guys soon.
I'm in love with your body.